everybody! Welcome back to Story Time with Coach Smith. If you don't know who I am, I'm Coach Smith, the PE teacher at Coastal. And today, I'm going to be reading you guys one of my favorite books, and it's called Miss Nelson is Missing. And the authors are Harry Allard and James Marshall. So you guys ready to begin? Alright, let's do it. The kids in room 207 were misbehaving again. Spitballs stuck to the ceiling, paper planes whizzed through the air, and they were the worst behaved class in the whole school. But that's not you guys, because you guys are awesome, right? Now settle down, Miss Nelson, in a sweet voice said. But the class would not settle down. They whispered and giggled. They squirmed and made faces. Kind of like you guys when I'm trying to teach. Just kidding, I love you guys. They were even rude during story hour. And they always refused to do their lessons. Something will have to be done, said Miss Nelson. Oh. Do you see Miss Nelson trying to read a book and the students sitting on her head? The next morning, Miss Nelson, she didn't come to school. Wow, yelled the kids. Now we can really act up. They began to make more spitballs and paper planes. Today, let's just be terrible, they said. Not so fast, hissed an unpleasant voice. Here's all the children misbehaving. A woman in an ugly black dress stood before them. I am your new teacher, Miss Viola Swamp. And she rapped the desk with her ruler. Psh! Where is Miss Nelson? Asked the kids. Never mind that, snapped Miss Swamp. Open those math books. Miss Nelson's kids did as they were told. Do you guys see the new sub? They could see Miss Swamp was a real witch. She meant business. Right away she put them to work, and she loaded them with homework. Do you guys see all the kids bringing their books home? We'll have no story hour today, said Miss Swamp. Keep your mouth shut, said Miss Swamp. Sit perfectly still and do not move, said Miss Swamp. And if you misbehave, you'll be sorry, said Miss Swamp. The kids in room 207 had never worked so hard. Days went by and there was no sign of Miss Nelson. The kids missed Miss Nelson so much. You guys see Miss Viola Swamp being mean? And here's a picture of the kids staring out the window, hoping that their teacher would come back. Maybe we should try to find her, they said. Some of them went to the police station. Detective McSmog was assigned to the case. He listened to their story, and then he scratched his chin. He said. I think Miss Nelson is missing, Detective McSmog. Would not be much help. Here's a picture of the detective. Other kids went to Miss Nelson's house. The shades were tightly drawn and no one answered the door. In fact, the only person they did see was the wicked Miss Viola Swamp coming up the street. If she sees us, she'll give us more homework. They got away just in time. You guys see her coming around the corner? Maybe something terrible happened to Miss Nelson. Maybe she was gobbled up by a shark, said one of the kids. but that didn't seem very likely. You guys see Mrs. Nelson's legs? Maybe Miss Nelson went to Mars, said another kid, but that didn't seem likely either. That'd be Miss Nelson. Here's Earth right there, and this is Mars in the picture. I know, exclaimed one know-it-all. Maybe Miss Nelson's car was carried off by a swarm of angry butterflies, but that was the least likely of all. Where do you guys think she went? The kids in room 207 became very discouraged. It seemed that Miss Nelson was never coming back, and they would be stuck with Miss Viola Swamp forever. They heard footsteps in the hall. "Here comes the witch," they whispered. "Hello, children," somebody said in a sweet voice. You guys see all the kids in class? It was Miss Nelson! "Did you miss me?" she asked. "We certainly did," cried all the kids. "Where were you?" "That's my little secret," said Miss Nelson. "How about a story hour?" "Oh, yes," cried the kids. Miss Nelson noticed that during story hour, no one was rude or being silly. "What brought about this lovely change?" she asked. "That's our little secret," said the kids. Did you guys see all the kids, how happy they are that Miss Nelson came back? Back home, Miss Nelson took off her coat and hung it in the closet, right next to an ugly black dress. When it was time for bed, she sang a little song. "I'll never tell," she said to herself with a big smile. You guys see the black dress in the closet? Whose dress do you think that is? P.S. Detective McSmog is working on a new case. He is now looking for Miss Viola Swamp. The end. So it turned out Miss Nelson turned into Miss Viola Swamp so she could get her kids to start behaving and acting right and following directions. And then when she came back, they loved her and they missed her so much. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are being safe. I love reading you guys books, and I hope you enjoy it too. And I look forward to doing this again next time, okay? Have a great day, guys. I'll see you later.